What's going on, everybody? Atomic here, bringing you back to my little tutorial land. So on today's episode, I have searched long and hard to find the end. I'm just kidding, I built it. We're going to be building a XP farm. So let's go ahead and get in here and get started. So what you're going to need, and these are not exact numbers, but this is pretty much what you're going to be needing for this. You're going to need at least 128 non-spawnable blocks. This can be glass, this can be slabs, it can be leaves. That's what we're going to be using. I got more than that. That way we can do it 2 wide, but I'm not going to build it 2 wide. I'm just saying you need at least 128. All right, so you're going to need building blocks. These can be any building blocks. These have to be spawnable building blocks. All right, if you do not have an elytra, you will need 2 buckets of water. You'll need at least a stack of ender pearls, if not more. You'll need a lever, at least 1 to 2 powered rails. If you don't have the second powered rail, you'll need a normal type of rail, but you need 1 powered rail. You'll need a named name tag. I just named it bait. You'll need 1 ladder, 2 fence posts, some trapdoors. I just got a half a stack, but just probably stick with about a half a stack. You'll need approximately 6 chests, 9 hoppers, and 9 slabs. So how you're going to do this is start it off by, this is how I do it. I started off by going to where you spawn in at, and I build off one direction. I don't go towards the towers. I like going the other way. So what you're going to want to do is build out 128 blocks in one direction. So let's go ahead and go out here. I'm going to kind of show y'all. So when you're coming out here, this is the best way to look at it is if you notice more endermen start spawning over here, then you'll see they steadily start disappearing and then they're gone. So that's usually how I judge it. So we're going to go on out here. Once you get out to about 128 blocks, this will be our middle right here. You want to come out and place 3 hoppers going into that middle one. We'll just take this off so it'll give y'all a better idea. Here's this, and we're going to place 3 pieces of leaf or glass and then have the hoppers facing in them. The reason why we're having the hoppers face into the leaves, this is where the chests are going to go. We might want to save some of these ender pearls, you never know. Alright, so it should be a 3x3 with hoppers, giving you 9 hoppers. Once you get this, you're going to want to grab the building materials we were talking about, the spawnable ones. So coming off this, you're going to go ahead and encase this with your building material. So what we want to do now is we want to come up 2 more all the way around. Once you get this up to, let's go ahead and go up a 3rd one just to make this a little bit faster for us. All right, you notice how I'm leaving the front open? Well, the reason I'm leaving this open is you want it covered on that 3rd block. So if you're looking 1, 2 on the 3rd one, then you want to start it over. That way you can get in here and do all your choppy. If you want this more open, go ahead and like cut out all the blocks where the hoppers are, and you basically can come in here and hit it from every angle that you want. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and close this up like that. And we're going to go ahead and add one of the water buckets that we were talking about. Right about there. Well, you just wanted to cover it up like that. My bad. All right, next, what you're going to want to do is, since it's already 3 high, you want to bring it up to a total of 43. So we're going to go up 40 more blocks, which should be right there. So let's go ahead and bring this up 40. And you can do it like this all the way up, or you can go 1 at a time. So I'm going to get up there and whenever I get this, and then we'll continue on. All right, so once you get it up 43 blocks all the way around, it should look something like this. Now the other bucket of water, like I said, is in case you need a way up and down and you don't have elytra. So we're just going to go ahead and put that bucket of water right there. Now what we want to do is endermen can spawn in can target something in a 64 block radius. So since they can spawn in a 64 block radius, we want to be able to split that up. So I want to go probably 32 that way. And you don't have to do it this big, but we're just going to use this as an example. 32 this way, 32 this way, and then 32 this way. With that being said, I'm probably only going to go 16 out. So what you're going to want to do is, 16, which is right here. And I'm going to go all the way around and make a square. So I'll kind of show you what this looks like. We're going to go 16 on all directions. So once I get that done, I'll let y'all see it. All right, so once you have your platform, it should look something like this. Now I'm going to let y'all know, since I am on creative, these endermen aren't coming at me. If I was to put it on survival, they'd get really angry. I would just say put on a pumpkin head. That way they can't see you. So anyways, next what you're going to go ahead and do is grab your trapdoors, and we're going to put these out for some safety reasons. Whoops. So right here in the middle, if you notice that we don't have a block here, that's exactly what we want. We're going to go ahead and grab our fences that we were talking about. So right here in the middle, you want to go ahead and put a fence just like that. On top of that, you want to put one more. It would be smart if you went ahead and built you a little ladder up here. What we're going to do is, just to make this easier, I'm going to grab another color block. That way y'all can kind of see what I'm doing here. All right, so on top of this is where we want our endermite to be, on this block right here. So we're going to go ahead and place the purple block right there. Coming off this way, you want to put another block beside that and kind of bring it up in a, like you're making a little rectangle thingamajig, just like so. All right, so you should have this. You want to go ahead and bring it up too high all the way around. Anyways, what you're going to want to do now that you have it too high is go ahead and put you a ladder on whichever end you want, but towards the very top. That's just so while you're in here, you can get out if you need to. All right, what you're going to do now is go ahead and grab your powered rails, go ahead and grab your name tag, your lever, and your ender pearls. Now, I will say that if you have armor that has feather falling on it, you're going to take less damage, but just watch your health. You can die from doing this. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our 2 powered rails, and then on the opposite side of where we have the ladder at, we're going to go ahead and put our lever. The lever is so we can go ahead and power the minecart that we're going to try to get him in. See how it's powered? And that way it moves and catches him. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a minecart. And how I like to do this is I like to have everything really close together. So I want my name tag right beside these. That way I can do this fast. So you want to throw it towards the ground, a bunch of your ender pearls. You keep doing this long enough, and see, there he is. An endermite will actually spawn. So then let's go ahead and turn that on. All right, so now try to get him to where he is directly over that purple piece that we put. That's just telling us where that block was. So we know that that's good. Go ahead and take out this rail right here. And you can go ahead and take out the ladder right here. Now we want to go ahead and grab some more of our trapdoors. All right. What I like to do is directly over top of the endermite, I like to place a trapdoor. Well, not place. There we go. It'll have to be on the lower part of the top block right there. All right. Right here, I like to put one there as well. And then over here, I put one there. Now they're all going to go crazy for a second. So we're going to make sure, oh man, what we're going to try to do now is just open this. Go away, I can't see. Well, once they finish freaking out like this, try to open up all the trapdoors. And then remove all the blocks except for this purple one right now. All right. Come on. All right, so once you do that, go ahead and put on, you could probably go around more with this. That way you can give him a little bit more protection, just like that. They can still see him, but they won't be able to get to them very easy. Like so. Alright, so once you do that, go ahead and remove that block. And that should be about it. Let's go ahead and remove this water now. Now, he should still be in there. I don't know why he's spawning on top of that, but let's go ahead and make that to where he can't. And just go ahead and put a fence post up here. You don't have to do that, but that's just for, you know, us. So once you finish everything like that, be careful if you come down here, because they are going to be going crazy down here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this water real quick. So let me do that. All right. So once you get all that water cleared out, you should be pretty much good to go. So I'm going to show you what I like to do from here. So what I'll go ahead and do is I will build this out just a little bit like this. And then we're going to come over here, build this out like 2 all the way around. That way you have like a little bit of walkway. You can go as far as you want with this as long as it's non-spawnable blocks. Just like so. Now we're going to go ahead and take out these bottom ones. And you're pretty much done. Now I'll show y'all. I'm going to go into survival. And there you go. Now, the very last step, what you want to do is go ahead and grab your chest, like so. Just in case you want to, keep your ender pearls, which they can add up really quick. But there you go. That is an excellent XP farm. Now, what I would recommend also is whenever I said the slabs, you can put the slabs on there. I'll try to put that towards the beginning so y'all know to do that. It just helps it to where your XP doesn't get stuck. Alright, so if y'all are still, you know, following along on this, what I would go ahead and do is I would get some slabs or carpet, whatever you want to do, and just kind of cover these up, because that will keep your XP from flowing in there, and you should be good to go. Now let's go ahead and try to get this. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and cover this back up, and if done correctly, it's still a one-hit kill. Really good source of XP, but be careful if you get really close. They will slap you pretty hard, just like that. A couple other things that I would recommend doing if you're building this is, if you notice this right here, they'll occasionally come out here. I would actually probably come off of this. You can use like spawnable blocks all the way as far as you want and put water on top of it. It will actually help them from when they spawn on that. Like, they don't see any of that as spawnable. So what I would basically do is make it to where they can't walk and come off this one right here, just like that. And you can have water on top of this and they can't teleport. They don't think it is a spawnable block anymore and they can't teleport. Pretty much I'll go along this and I'll have water there. That way they won't spawn and go further back. But other than that, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If y'all have any questions, just leave it down in the comments. If y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.